So basically what's going on here is we're on sort of the back end of the construction. On the inside, I'm kind of questioning, should I even show you what it looks like? But we can do a quick little tour. On the inside, there's a lot that has to be done. That's gonna come next. A secondary home was probably gonna go down first, and then I would say at the later stages, I'll start planting trees, and then we'll move on to reseeding for grass. But I want to do the construction first because we're going to be digging up the ground, and it would be a waste of money to do all of the planting before actually doing the construction.
Hello guys, and thank you for joining me once again. My name is Hari Tigansa Jingina, and the channel is Thrybe. Yes, some of you actually clicked on this video because you watched the first video I did with Elway.
Well, I wasn't feeling too comfortable after a while. To be honest, my whole motive was land. I wanted to be able to homestead. I wanted to basically live debt-free, especially in times like these. I wanted to secure basically myself the best way I knew how, and I prayed through it, and that's what I was led to do.
Yes, I've always been passionate about African Americans relocating down to Africa. Why Africa?
So I think there's a lot of reasons behind that. Obviously, this is the closest to home I'll get. You know, being a descendant, or like you said, in the diaspora,
yeah,
but a descendant of people who come out of chattel slavery. There is a separation from my heritage here that I think deep down in my spirit I long for to get reattached to in some way. But you know, relocating internationally is not easy. I just, like I said, I had a lot of faith in doing it. So Kenya stood out to me, and I couldn't really pinpoint why. I started doing more research, and it started to be, you know, seeming more attractive to me.
And you guys have been watching these videos who tell me that people are also interested in the topic. But why would they be relocating? Some are retirees and some are in their youthful age and are coming back home. One day, I would like to see more African Americans relocate down to Africa and help us grow the Africa of our dream. Today, I'm hitting Naivasha to go see what Elway has been able to do. It's because I want to show you not just talk, but the reality of what's on ground. That very morning, actually it started with me leaving the house. So hello guys, good morning. We're leaving the house, taking my bike. It's our fastest jet. And then using the matatu all the way to Gara. Gara is just close to the CBD. And when you're coming from Kiambu Road, that's the first stop you get before you get into CBD. But what stood out for me was how Kenyans were busy up and doing, getting to go hustle. The hustle of Kenya starts. Kenyans are really hustlers, and I did enjoy that moment. But there was this one man who was going to work, and that early morning paid my fare. Hustle is real here, man. Real hustle. For the first time in Kenya, somebody paid for my fare. Somebody I just met, a stranger. Wow, it's amazing. Today is a blessed day. Yeah. But you say it happens. Yeah. People pay transport for someone. Wow, that's nice. Something I've never ever had in Kenya. Most people pay their fares because they do pay with their M-Pesas. Most people pay for themselves. But having someone, a stranger you never met, pay your fares tells you how well and how hospitable Kenyans can be. I've been here almost 6 months, and this is the first time somebody, a stranger, a total stranger, pays my fare. It's something really unique. But I really take it to heart, and I really do appreciate it. I wish we can all be kind to one another. Look at these African arts. Flower pots. Everything in Kenya has to do with a bit of nature, you know. Aside that it's made from clay, it also depicts the animals that you find here. Wow, this is beautiful, man. I got to Red Hill, Republic of Poland. This is where the embassies are. This is Red Hill. And Kenya is so beautiful and so green, man. My first time ever after 6 months. Man, Kenya is full of surprises. There's so much to see. And all the way to Naivasha. I didn't know how to figure out my way, but there was this amazing lady, Stacy. She actually helped me out. She was going to open her store. All right, guys, today I'm right here at Village Market, and I'm here with Stacy. Stacy is an amazing person. We just met a couple of minutes ago, and she has already subscribed to my channel. So I'll be taking you guys inside Village Market and showing you the beauty of this place. And she took me around this particular place called Village Market. This is where Elway and Mr. James were actually having breakfast. We were to have breakfast together. He offered me everything I wanted, like take what you want. And we had a great breakfast. But the video Kenya is beautiful. Wow. Of Village Market will be coming up shortly. Make sure you subscribe so that you get notified when I upload that video. We moved from Village Market with Elway, Mr. James, and of course a Kenyan called Peter. Very amazing soul. This was my first time meeting Peter, but we just blended, like we clicked. So we hit Naivasha Road. I'm here with Kenyon.
How you doing?
Yeah, sir.
Mr. James over here. Yeah. How's everybody doing?
Yeah, another co-owner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kenyon and I are neighbors up there. That's a good thing.
Yeah, just next door neighbors.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, this is Peter.
Peter.
It's gonna be a good day.
Yeah, so we're heading there. Let's go see what you have there for us.
Sure.
All right. Of course, we're going to be seeing the viewpoint. That's the Great Rift Valley. And after that, we head into the site. But let's go together and see how it is. It's a rainy day out here in Kenya today. And I'm sure we're going to be enjoying this video. So stick around, man. Yeah. We drove all the way, had some chats in the car.
Just like you said, you know, what's an apple tree without apples? It's just a tree.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now, it'd be different if it's out of season, but I've seen it produce apples.
Right.
I wouldn't disqualify it as not being an apple tree because it's not in season.
Right.
But in this season, it produces apples.
Right.
All right. Now, if it stopped producing apples, and even though I knew at one point it produced an apple tree, I said that tree must have died. Just like a person, your faith must have died because you stopped believing, because you stopped working, you stopped taking care of yourself, you stopped producing fruit, you stopped looking at other people and helping them out and doing the things you used to do when you first believed.
Yeah, not doing God's will, you fall out of His grace.
Yeah.
You see, those are your works.
Yeah.
Those are your works. Doing His will.
Exactly.
I pray for that every day.
Yeah.
That He uses me to do whatever it is He needs me to do. Please, that's sealing my faith.
What
that's
county?
sealing my salvation.
Kembu, yeah. But Kembu is one of the biggest counties. Yeah? Wow. Look at an ass here.
Nice donkey.
Yeah, that was a culture shock the first time I saw that.
The first time you saw it?
First time I saw a guy was driving to this land, I see donkeys walking up and down the street. I was like, what?
And the thing for me was the goat.
You said,
when I was,
whoa, your first culture shock.
Yeah, when I first got here and I'm seeing goats and cows walking down the street, I'm like, wait a minute, they out of the gate. somebody's cows escaped.
Yeah. But here it's normal.
Yes, normally I see that.
You can see them here, normal. Yeah. And healthy cows, very healthy.
If somebody told me if you see a group of cows or goats like that,
yeah,
the owner is somewhere nearby. You might not see him standing right there,
yeah,
but he's somewhere in the area watching his flock.
It grieves me at the same time though, because when I think of, again, our people in America, Babylon, we're so far removed from our heritage here in herding goats and raising sheep. It's very niche to find black farmers, but we're so far removed from it. We're living in concrete jungles in big cities, Chicago, New York, living on top of each other. We don't know what it's like to be out in the open field with grass, with cattle, with things like I said, our wealth was with the things that we had that could produce, the things that could feed us, the stuff that could house us. Yeah, you had jewelry and gold and all that kind of stuff, but it ultimately boiled down to your possessions, not paper that said it was worth something and you could buy a possession. We could produce our own things, we could trade, we had commerce amongst ourselves. We were self-sufficient. Right. So even when it talks about the systems that we deal with, you know, in the Bible talk about the prince of the power of the air and Satan being the god of this world and all that kind of stuff. Really, if you look at the generation we're in, it's the systems that you're dealing with. It's the whole apparatus that's been built up to basically constrain and control people to keep them from being autonomous and able to function on their own outside of it. So coming out of the system, which a lot of times is indicative of coming out of the cities, is a way of kind of working your way back to Eden and getting back to the way that the Father initially intended it.
Getting back to nature.
Yeah,
the way that things should be.
Exactly.
And living the way that we should live, producing our own goods. You know what I'm saying? And using the barter system. You know,
yeah.
I'll trade you some rice for a couple of your apples.
People make
this
it
is the way that it should be.
People make it a big deal, like the market the beast stuff. I'm like, it never said that like everybody was going to be forced to take it. The people who are going to be in a position to take these different things are going to be the people who rely on the government. They're trying to get where the world is going. They're all in the cities. They're all just trying to spend some money and have a good time. Right. It's not going to be any person who knows how to live outside of a system, who doesn't need M-Pesa to go buy food because they make their own food.
Right, exactly.
I mean, that's what it's going to be. The only thing they're going to have to make sure they're doing is protecting what they got, because people might have a bright idea of, I can't get it from the system, I'm going to have to go out here and steal it.
I'm going to have to go take it from somebody else.
Yeah, that's what it's going to be like.
Yeah.
It talks about people who are going to come out of tribulation. It's going to be people, coming into an environment where they got to be servants and they got to do it. Like I said, the way things will happen naturally is how I see the end times. I don't see it as a superhero movie. Yeah. I think that's why they give us all these superhero movies, to give us this imagination of something's going to happen so suddenly. There will be sudden events like earthquakes. There will be sudden events like wars, like bombs going off. But I don't think it's going to be one of those things where, Superman shows up and all of a sudden he just swoops you up and,
Yeah, he rights all the wrongs, all the stuff. I mean, if that happens, it's going to be Jesus.
Yeah, exactly. That's the only
that's the
event that I'm going to be looking at.
Exactly.
That's going to happen, but everything else is going to be...
It's going to be natural.
Yeah.
It's going to take a natural course.
The only thing that's going to be confused about is people won't recognize it because of all the different things that we all these classifications and labels. They, like we were talking about earlier, Africa, or African is this continent, what we call it now.
I thought about that.
So on this highway, you can go to Uganda,
I said, you know what?
and go to Busia,
leap of faith,
Kisumu,
and I had faith in
Nakuru,
the decision I'm making,
and
thinking that it was hoping that
Naivasha is like Nyandarua is still on this highway. Nyandarua also is still on this highway. Yeah, so I seem to know Kenya a bit.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, guys, I know Kenya.
Just by making it,
Trying to figure it
Just
out.
enjoy the views.
because you on the right track. He's gonna make.
We're having a great conversation in the car.
He's gonna make way for you.
Yeah, so it's a nice
This is
trip,
something that he wants you to do.
and then we'll show you everything you have to see. The Great Rift Valley is on the way. We will soon be getting there, so stay watching.
How deep of a
Stop
footing did you really?
And our first stop would be the Great Rift Valley. Have you ever heard of the Great Rift Valley? Guys, this place has been one of the places in my bucket list to visit Kenya and visit the Great Rift Valley. And today we are right here at the Great Rift Valley. It's one place in Africa, starting from Lebanon all the way to Mozambique, and people will hardly talk about it. Even some Kenyans, they just see it as something common. But this Rift Valley is what has been shaping the African continent. It is speculated that it will continue to widen, eventually change the shape of the African continent. 2,500 feet up. Man!
Or is it 8,000?
It's freezing here.
No, we're 8,000 feet.
Hey! What? Arriving at the Great Rift Valley, I got my first Maasai shuka and so many other things that came following. Catherine is on the viewpoint. Her store is the first store, I think. But watch that video next. We're heading to Naivasha. We got to Naivasha.
This is
Naivasha town. Getting to.
This is Naivasha, right?
Yeah, this is Naivasha town.
So we have district level 5 district hospital,
Okay.
sub-county district hospital, right on our right.
One thing that stood out for me in Naivasha is that it's not like Nairobi. It's, yes, developed, but not so much busy like Nairobi. People are easygoing, the place is simple. Naivasha town. I really love houses on the hills, and the serenity of the place, man, something else. More so, I'm sure if you're from Naivasha, you know they will have so much fish because they have lakes. There's so much of a mena here, man.
Yeah.
You can interested in Omena, you get a lot of it here. Wow.
Get you to give them the present.
Yes, they have lakes. I did love the place, and Elway was able to show me his amazing place, and Mr. James was also able to show me his own property. So right now we're here, getting into the land proper. Yeah, you can see vast land. Yep, I want to be able to see the main place. But the good thing here with you guys in Kenya, I don't know if the government made this or it's just the natural land.
No, there's supposed to be a road here.
Yeah.
The government have done this bit
Okay.
of leveling this place.
Yeah. And put in the stones.
Putting the stones.
Yeah. So
Probably
eventually.
feel that maybe eventually they'll do the tarmac.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. If they've done this
Yes.
and there's no one living already here,
Yes.
it means eventually there's going to be a,
Maybe there are a couple of neighbors around this place.
yeah.
Not as much, but
Look them up later.
they'll come up later.
Nah, I have them. I'm gonna look them up later. Let's do stuff. Seems interesting.
It seems interesting, yeah.
Yeah, he definitely.
No, I know why I told you to check out his page.
Young and ambitious.
He's very young and ambitious. But for him, he did the circle thing, like it's just like a circle thing. There's a company
Okay.
of a group of people
Yes.
who contribute a certain amount of money to
Maybe
buy
maybe every month or something.
to buy a certain number of shares. Not every month. You can buy like shares
Okay.
to own a certain percentage of the company.
Okay.
But now this company is to buy land, which will now be sold to the members of the company.
Yes.
If you want to develop it, you want to buy this amount of land,
Yes.
now it can be sold to you. If you just want to be a shareholder and you don't want the land,
Yes.
but you're part of the owners of the property.
Yes.
Yes, and then when it's sold, I'm sure profit will be shared according to the
Yeah,
numbers of
according maybe
shares.
to the number of shares.
Yes.
All right.
In the future, people gonna have to come together with their resources.
Yeah, so that he did in Tanzania, and he did very well.
Why to get out early? See something interesting.
Exactly.
Man, look at that mountain.
That matters.
That's mountain. Longonot.
Yes, Longonot.
Longonot.
Yeah.
So I made it to Longonot again. Man, I've seen so many mountains since I came to Kenya. It's like this is where Jesus went to the mountain, yeah? Because there's so many of them.
And I didn't know that was an inactive volcano.
It's a I don't know if you call it a dormant or a volcano.
Dormant, yeah.
Hey, I was in the wilderness and I could just see zebras passing. Is this where God said it was the Garden of Eden? I don't really know. But one thing I have not seen in Kenya and in the wild was this particular instance. Me coming face to face with a giraffe. Yeah, the one with the... Yeah, a giraffe. I came face to face with a giraffe and I was so excited, I didn't even know what to say. But it was my first time actually seeing a giraffe in the wild. And if you have properties such as that where you wake up to zebras and giraffes, hey, this is really amazing.
Has gained a lot of lives
Okay,
over the time.
look at zebras.
Yeah. from
So
nowhere-
many.
Yes.
So many. These ones I'll need to capture them.
Yeah, you need to capture this.
Yeah, they're very
At a-
close.
At a close range.
Yeah. And guys, just see how we're living. We're living in the Garden of Eden with the plants, with the animals. This time we're going this way. So guys, you can see zebras. Where in the world would you find a property and then you can see zebras when you wake up in the morning? Just right there. It's amazing. You know, every day I come to the countryside in Kenya, I just feel like I belong here.
This is your place.
Yeah, I just feel like this is where
a place to be.
Yeah.
So that's the wall you have put up.
So guys, we arrived and
There might still be somebody guarding it, watching it. But let's check and see.
okay.
You gonna paint that?
Yeah, I haven't done the finishing yet. This is the first coat. They gotta do another one. Do it all black. Accents.
Okay.
For the gold, bronze kind of accent color.
How do you feel, right?
I feel great. This is wonderful. And this is coming along really well. Wow. We're gonna go in through the back.
Okay, there's a back gate.
Yeah.
All right. So guys, we made the video in the city in Nairobi. Now we've come to show you the real place. Yeah, it has been a drive. How many hours?
Oh, we stopped.
Yeah, let's just say like 2 hours from Nairobi. But what you get here is priceless. Lake is right there, you know. What else would you want? These are very iconic things, landmarks in Kenya.
Lines, if you needed them.
Yeah,
Solar though.
there's already power lines here. Electricity is already here. You can see it. And here is Kenyon, proud owner.
I'm not proud.
No, you should.
Humble.
Not humble owner. Humble owner. Yeah, humble owner.
Okay, so my name is Kenyon McElway, MC capital ELWAY. I am here in Naivasha, here in Africa, on the continent, and this is the beginning stages of my homestead. Okay, I moved here to get out of the West. Times like these, I just discerned it was time, and things have been going great for me by the grace of the Most High, and I'm going to continue to keep you updated on what's going on, little by little. I'm not going to be doing this every day, but I just wanted to give you at least a sneak peek as a follow-up to that interview that I did with my brother here.
So first of all, tell me why the choice of this land.
When I saw this land from the overlook, I knew that it was the land that I belonged to, that this was where I needed to be. Without getting too deep, I'm just going to say that it is more than worth the cost, and that it's going to be something people will be itching and clawing and scratching to get to at some point, maybe even in the near future.
I've seen that some neighbors are already planting flowers and trees. Yeah, can you tell me where some of these neighbors are from?
Okay, so out here, obviously I'm not the only person who's purchased land on this larger, probably 5 or 6 acres.
Yeah.
On this site. Over here, I have a neighbor. One's an American. He's married to a national. The neighbors that I have are at least half, if not predominantly, Kenyan, and they're getting started on their property as well. That's why it's covered up in this. As far as their nationality, but there are also foreigners here, some what we would call Black Americans, and then there's also some from some other countries as well. But this is definitely a mixed bag. A lot of them are already beginning to plant trees. What you see here,
Yeah.
these are all trees.
Yeah.
This is irrigation. And that's where, you'll see some of the irrigation running for and from. It has to do with watering the trees.
If you had not bought this land, what would you have done with this money? This is the question that I must ask you.
In addition to that, there's nothing else I could see myself doing with the money that I had from selling my home, selling my car, cashed in my 401k, taking what I had left in my account from working to come over here to make that move. There's nothing else I could have thought of to do with that money except for investing in something that is space, that is food, that is shelter, that is community, that will last way past $1. Nothing at all.
What were your greatest fears relocating to Africa?
I would say the fear was simply leaving the comfort of what I got used to in Babylon in America, where you get a degree of luxury or security relative to the rest of the world, but it's at the expense of your freedom. It's at the expense of your peace, right? What other people would think could have been another element, but once those things were lifted off of me and those spirits were cast out of me and fear was no longer a factor, nothing held me back from making the move. And when I made the move, I felt good about it. And I'm glad I was able to go through that purging as I made my way over here.
Everybody has a vision. And when you bought this land, I'm sure you had a vision for this place. What do you envision for this in the nearby future?
What I envision this place looking like in the near future, I'm hoping, is not that it turns into an American suburb. I actually don't hope that they do a lot of paving of tarmac roads. I really hope that like-minded people come here who are looking to live self-sustaining lives, building solar homes, growing their own food, and are content with the commute, are content with the integration and isolation at the same time, because it's a little bit of both, depending on how you look at it. It's going to be based upon who comes and who makes the leap and makes the purchase. As far as what I think the impact on the environment will be, that's based upon, again, the type of people who come and what they come to build. This is another reason I am hastening to try to get our people here who have that mentality so that we can claim this land and prevent people from coming along and building businesses, foreigners who have no interest in uplifting this place, uplifting the people here, but just making money off of us. If we could get communities together and maybe we could pull our resources together, people can come and buy 10 or 20 or 30 acres at a time, 300 acres at a time, until this stuff is completely occupied and there is no space for a colonizer to come and to buy it. All right. And then at that point, I hope that we can form unity and it'll prevent us being bought because we stick together. That's what I'm hoping for. And I would suggest everyone else do the same who's coming. As far as how I met James, he had the same testimony as me. I didn't know him until I got here, until he spoke to the company that I spoke to and reached out to me through them. And we connected and things just flowed like water. He does contracting. He's going to help build my secondary home. I'm going to help him build with my young body, with my labor, his home. And this is really one of those things that I believe the Father brought together and is going to continue to do as this increases as we move forward, because this is definitely going to grow.
Yes, sir.
How do you feel about this place?
I love it, man. I was just telling you guys a little while ago that to me this is God's country. It's too beautiful not to be.
Okay.
And just a short period of time that I've been here, I kind of feel like I'm at home already.
Yeah.
Okay, just do it. That's what I did. I mean, I just sold everything I had and put everything that I owned in 2 suitcases and came here. It was a leap of faith because I had never been to Africa before. I've only seen the parts of Africa that I knew about off the videos off YouTube. So if you want to do what I did, just do your research on YouTube, see what you can find out. But my advice would be just go ahead and pack your clothes up, get everything together and come here.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
What would you say about the process of buying land in Africa?
It was real easy for me. It's not like in America. There's a lot of things that have to be done prior to you owning the land. There's a lot of checks, there's a lot of hurdles you have to jump over in order to become a landowner. But here it's a lot easier. It's not as much of a process as it is in America. It was easy for me.
Everything sounds too good to be true. What is one of the hurdles you faced really at the race?
As far as what, buying land or just coming?
Buying land, coming to Africa.
The hardest thing for me was just made up my mind to do it. I mean, the process was easy. Once you get here, the people are warm, they're very helpful, so it was not that much of a process. And it wasn't, the other hurdle I had was getting the visa and getting my passport. Other than that, if you got the money, you got the resources to come, it's not much of a problem.
And anyone who has questions, reach out to me. If you want a consultation, book one. We can talk and we can go into detail about how you can do this more seamlessly than I did, so that you won't have to go through the same hoops as I went through. I'm more than happy to help you. And by hoops, I just mean challenges, things I wasn't prepared for. No, let me correct myself. By hoops, what I mean are really just initial obstacles and challenges that I was not fully aware of. There are things that are going to come up in this process that I know for a fact I can advise you through and help you on, so that you don't get discouraged or, again, run into the same issues that I may have ran into at different stages in this process, because it's more than just buying land. It's getting integrated into the system while the system is still up and running. But the most important thing, like I said, is buying the land. And even with that, getting you to the right people to do the transactions, getting you secure here so that you're not deported. All that stuff is stuff I'm here to help you with. If you want to book a consultation, let's do it. I'll walk with you through the whole process from start to finish, even when you get here. You know, go overboard. It would have been nicer had that come from maybe a situation where we had more of a togetherness in the community.
Yeah.
And there was some cooperation and a shared vision where we could have put all our money together, me and a bunch of other people,
Yeah.
and then bought a larger piece of land to build a community. But that's the kind of cooperation, you know, it's hard to get.
It's gonna come.
nowadays.
It's gonna come true. You know, people like I know believe in seeing.
Yeah.
You know, once they see it work for you and they see you making progress, they want to come close. How did you do it? So this is just to showcase that you did it and it's really working. That's your property right behind here.
Yeah. Everybody I know who's purchased land up to this point who I've talked to out
Yeah.
here, they want to retain it for themselves
Oh,
for
that's
some
nice.
type of use.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. What is the impact of the environment on you, you know, buying this particular place? In terms of the wildlife, the landscape, what has been that for you?
The way that the landscape and the wildlife, I believe, is going to be impacted will be solely predicated on the people who move over here and develop the land that they purchase. Me, I actually constructed a legitimate wall to keep animals from coming in, and also I did that with, you know, growing green in and around the property in mind. But if I could go back and do it, I would probably do a live fence, not just to save cost, but just to be more integrated with the environment. And that's what I would encourage others to do. This may not be my last property, all right? But even if I were to sell it, I might deconstruct the wall at a later point. The reason I really wanted to do this way was just to be a sign to people that it can be done. But the wildlife and the landscape, they should be, you know, really synonymous with the people here if the people are coming here to build the environment up, not to break it down and exploit it. I think live fences and greenery and grow, and again, limited roads, but enough to get to where you need to go, something that's paved, is a good way to go about it. It's all going to be based upon the mentality, the spirit of the people, the motivation who come. I hope that answers the question.
Of course, everybody will be excited about moving to a new place, but certainly there are things that you definitely miss about the place you grew up. So, Elway, what are some of the things you miss about America, even though you're thinking of moving back to Zion, a place you call home?
I don't miss the American system. I don't have Stockholm Syndrome, but I do miss the remnant of people there who are wholehearted and sincere. Even Yah-fearing, those people, they are very much in my heart. And I hope that they make the transition over here as well at some point. I'm going to do the best I can to support them if they choose to do so. I would encourage the natives here who are also of like mind with the resources to reinvest back into this place where you are, this land. The future is here. The future is not in the West. The future is not in any other place. It's here. It's on this continent. And you have direct access to these things, but you have to have a vision. You have to see. The Father really has to open your eyes so that you can see that this place is the future. And the wealth transfer is going to be when that system goes down, this one will be standing. So subsequently, it'll be the thing that rises up. And they're going to be itching and clawing and scratching, like I said, to get back to this place. And you're going to be in the position of power to make demands, all right, and to leverage your resource, which is your land, to them at a high price.
All right, guys, this has been an amazing video. First of all, visiting Naivasha is one of the things that excites me the most because, one, it has the Mount Longonot, it has the Lake Naivasha, it has all under Nakuru County. It has the Great Rift Valley. It also has Hell's Gate, where they had the World Rally Championship. All amazing, amazing, amazing things about Naivasha, and so many that I don't know about. And if you know of any, please leave it in the comment section. But it was amazing having me to visit this place. This is where the movie The Lion King was shot in Africa, and a lot of people want to reconnect with it. Kelly's is also here in Africa, growing onions on her land, and I'm sure you also want to be part of it. If you're in diaspora and you're thinking of relocating home, I mustn't say you must come to Naivasha, but wherever you want to go back to, make sure that you make an impact. It's not just about you coming to celebrate your achievements abroad, but coming to make an impact and change what the African continent should look like. I do encourage us to come build our own home, our own continent, a place we call ours, to be the Africa of our dreams. This place is really amazing. It's only in Africa that we can coexist with animals. We have the best landscape, less natural disasters, except for our governments, which are natural disasters. Aside that, Africa is a beautiful place. We're peace-loving people. We're communal people.
The one part I wanted to point out that, you know, we didn't meet until we got here.
Yeah.
He has property, I have property.
Yeah.
2 different generations, 2 different cities, both in the Midwest. But he said something that was profound to me. He said he sold all his possessions back.
Yeah, you did same, he did same.
I did the same thing.
Wow.
And the truth is, that's the gospel.
Yeah.
Perfect spot for me. The land spoke to me when I saw it.
Yep.
And that's what drew me out, just like James was saying earlier.
Yeah. Wow. It's really great taking me here to show me this place. And for sure, guys, you can check him out on his channel.
Back to Zion.
Yeah, Back to Zion. Yeah, actually, there's another Back to Zion. That's why.
Yeah, there's a number of
Back to Zion.
similar channels.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not a social media guy.
Yeah, I know.
I only did it just to share this information. People kept asking.
Yeah.
And trying to send them individual videos and copy and paste and resend.
Yep.
It got exhausted, so I said, I'll just put this stuff online.
Yeah.
And then you can
Whoever
just
wants to check it
out
out,
the link.
check out the
Go,
link.
yeah. But it seems like there's a growing interest, so
Yeah.
why not keep it?
Yep.
Keep the information up. Like, I don't have any personal accounts.
Yeah.
I don't exist.
Yes.
You see something that claims to be me,
Yeah.
it's not. But I do have something for this.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mr. J, guys, you heard them all. If you're thinking of moving, pack your bags. Get your tickets. Apply for the visas. For some of you, you don't even need visas. You get visas on arrival. Head home. It's where you have to find peace. It's where you need to go to have a life. Some of us, we die in bondage. We stay in bondage. Some are sleeping on the streets just because they're scared to take the leap of faith to move to their paradise. Because for me, I feel like I'm in paradise right here. So thank you so much for watching. If you want to check any of them out, you can leave their handles and you can follow them up and hear from them. If you want to relocate, check them out. Kenyon here is doing consultancy for anybody trying to move around or to move out here. And in case you're not thinking of coming now, but you want to acquire property, and maybe in the future, come over, you can still talk to him. Maybe he could guide you. If you can do it yourself, it's all good. But for sure, he's already here. He's a testament. He has bought the property. He has the papers. I'm sure you would want to have genuine papers and also genuine agents to deal with. So make sure you reach out to him because that will be halfway done. Thank you so much. We'll see you yet on another one.
I'm sorry. Before you go, I just want to say this to anybody out there that's really kind of like on the fence about making this decision. This has been one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. Moving back to Africa. It's a beautiful place, beautiful people. Don't hesitate. Come out here and grab some of this land next to Mr. Kenyon.
All right, guys. Catch you on another one.
Shalom and blessings.
Shalom.
Take care of yourself.
God love you all.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, God loves you all. Thank you. Take care. Bye.